I thought the officials did a great job calling the game. They called the fouls, the grabs, the holds. Maybe the first game we've had where they actually called every possession that we got fouled on our cuts and our drives. So um, our guys did great. DK made some shots. Josh made some big shots. We got some big rebounds. I think Chris Brandon's got a chance to be a special player just from the defensive end and his rebounding. Once he gets some more experience, he's going to be something special.
You guys started slow from outside, 0 for 6 to start off from three-point range, and DK makes that three out of the media timeout. How much did that spark your guys and get you back into the ballgame?
Well, I just think they did something we wasn't expecting. I've been waiting on it, but we wasn't really expecting it. And what they did was they just left whoever they was guarding, just came and double Twan, and so made him give the ball up. And I think that kind of, if you notice most of his shots in the first half, it was strong. It took off on him. And it took him a while to kind of adjust, but he made some really good passes to our guys when they cut and got open. And then the guy who was on offense, man, that was leaving him on defense, we didn't recognize it quick enough. And we were just kind of floating instead of getting to the open spots. We should have had 10 layups in the first half by just cutting and being in the right spots.
Yeah, that's something that I was kind of waiting on too, is how long your team is going to leave Antoine one-on-one.
Yeah.
And now that it's happened, how have you had to adjust your game plan offensively to get other guys to realize, hey, when they get doubled, where to go and how to score?
Well, we'll go over it for sure on Monday, give them the day off tomorrow and Sunday. But that's the first team that actually started off doing it from didn't care about anybody else scoring. Just wanted to get the ball out of his hands. And we got to just draw some things up. We did it on the fly. We just started telling people to move here, move there, move there. I think a couple of times the guy who left to go trap, the guy he was guarding, even though he had left, he was even looking somewhere else. And so for us to still win this game and have the composure to go in at halftime in a good position, I thought it says a lot about our basketball team.
Coach, we know Antoine's a great scorer, but is a game like this important for his development to make him a little bit of a pass first, at least when he has to be in those situations where the defense tries to take him away like that?
I don't know about pass first now. We just want to, guys got to, I mean, Josh has really stepped up the last two games. He's at 29 and 18. That's really good. Antoine IQ is high as a basketball player, and now he just got to start reading the situation, trusting his teammates that they can go make plays. And he was brought up by Coach Lucas. John Lucas is one of the best coaches in the country, so he knows the reads, he understands the reads, and now you just got to relax a little bit and give guys opportunity to make plays.
Coach, you mentioned DK before, kind of a guy who almost really didn't play basketball for a year and a half, at least organized basketball. Kind of started out slow this year, but he's now scored in double digits in 7 straight games, averaging 12 or 13 in the Horizon League, and I know he's a guy that you really are hard on in practice because he has a lot of time.
I'm hard on everybody. I'm very demanding, but I move on quick. If they do something well, I'll let them know. Great play. DK is a big part of our team, and we need him to score the basketball. I thought earlier in the year he didn't score a lot, but he wasn't sure of his role. Now I think he knows he's one of the main guys that we want shooting the basketball.
You brought up composure several times tonight when the Panthers got within reach. You guys drained a three. It wasn't always the same player. What does this do for the composure or the mindset of your team?
I think it gives them the mindset of being comfortable in those situations. I hate the word confidence, but I like comfortable more than anything because they've been preparing every day in practice with shooting. I think they get up 400 or 500 shots every day, individually shooting the basketball. So when you get those shots up, you're well prepared for it, and you feel really comfortable once the ball gets in your hands.
And you're getting near the end of the first rotation of the league schedule, so how comfortable, how confident are you guys feeling now?
Well, our deal was just take care of home court, and we lost the game against Northern Kentucky. But like I said the other night, I think they're the best team in this league, and they're so tough and well coached. We had one more game home in the first half of the conference play with 2 road games left, and so unfortunately, we lost the home game, which you don't want to lose. But we also want to get better. That's the main goal, is to play a tough non-conference schedule, get better throughout your conference play. And when March rolled around, you're playing the conference tournament, you want to be the best basketball team that you can be at that point.
So you guys are gelling since you've come into the conference schedule. Is there any one or two things you can point your finger at to, explain why?
Well, I just think we're getting better in the zone. Rotations are better. The energy is better. I made a big mistake after we played Wright State because that week before we played the game, I really worked my guys really, really hard and pushed them really, really hard without thinking that Thursday, Saturday is just one game in between. And the only guy that was fresh Thursday and Saturday was Antoine, because he had tweaked his groin a little bit. Well, he said he tweaked his groin a little bit. And he didn't practice the whole week. So by him not practicing, just shooting and dribbling and shooting, he was fresh for 48 and 33. So this week, I didn't let our guys practice at all. We just did. We did no physical play. We just everything was 5-on-0, 2-on-0, 5-on-0 rotation, a lot of shooting, a lot of drill stuff, and so we was really fresh. But we also got tired pretty quick in the last game. Got really tired really quick, and so now I'm about to find some way to make the adjustment to get a little conditioning in, but maybe not any physical work. So we'll be ready for Thursday, Saturday.
You mentioned Chris Brandon a little bit ago. He gets 7 and 8, but the same stat line almost exactly by Harris and Curry. How are those two really feeling and doing well in a game, right? I guess the weekend where Gerald plays, what, a total of 19 minutes the whole 2 games.
Well, Gerald has done a great job for us getting the jump start and our rotation. We want to get Harrison in. He's getting in better condition right now. But again, I'm really tough on Chris Brandon. Again, he's John Lucas' nephew, and Coach told me to stay on him really, really hard. And so I think he has a chance to be really special defensively here. I really do. He'll spend the next couple of summers focusing on his offense, but his movement, he can go block shots. He's just so athletic. Harris has been working extra after practice, running the steps, getting in some shape. He didn't play last year, and then to miss the first half of the season. We had a lot of high expectations for him, and it was not fair for him to have those expectations put on him so fast.
Coach, I still know you have some moving parts to your rotation. Willie Isiani probably being one of those guys, but you talked in non-conference play about paring down the rotation, not going 11, 12 deep every game. Are guys figuring out their roles at this point in a way that is happy for you? Are you happy with that?
Well, you want to cut the rotation down, but the guys we putting in, they all are playing well. They're all playing well, so I'm going to have to reward them, because they're working so hard in practice. And we can find 2 or 3 minutes here for everybody. It's hard for me to get the rotation because, you want to trust guys, and by them practicing the way they're practicing right now, I can trust them more. When you give an effort, I can trust you. I don't really focus on whether you're doing well or not doing well. It's the effort part that I didn't see with my eyes, that this guy, he understands our rotation. This guy is running back hard on defense. This guy is trying to rebound the basketball. He's not fouling. And so now, if I can trust you, we can play more than the 7 or 8 guys. I think I played Josh the whole game. I think I played Antoine the whole game. So those 2 guys, if we can get them 33 to 34 minutes, it's better. We had a 3-man rotation with G. Cole and Harrison. And Marquise has been really working hard in practice of late. Cole's been working hard in practice, and so they got some time. And if we can do it next week with the effort standpoint, then all we're trying to do is position ourselves to be really good in March.
Coach, were you happy with the defensive effort?
I was really happy with it, but I thought we didn't make adjustments to who could shoot, who couldn't shoot. And a couple possessions there, they had 2 guys that couldn't shoot it, and we played them a lot harder than the ones who could. And then we didn't rotate or stay high on the ones who could shoot. We dropped too low, and so we went over the ball screen on the non-shooter and under the ball screen on the shooter. And like I told him in timeout, you have to make that adjustment and understand the personnel of the opposing team. and we just can't keep making those mistakes. We gave up a long three at the end of the game, the same long three we gave up against Kent State that hurt us. And so when the game is like that, when you up 8, you up 7, bring the zone way 2 or 3 steps above the three-point line, force them not to make plays, going to the basket, kicking out. And I thought Twan, one time he drove the basketball, he did his rotation. Instead of going with the guy, he went to the corner. Josh did the same thing. When the guy drove, Josh went to the corner. Those are our rotations that we have to make.
It's easy to feel good after you go 5-1 in your first 6 conference league games. How do you make sure this team doesn't get complacent, especially with Oakland on tap?
Well, a guy told me a long time ago, if you can practice like you just lost the last game, if you can have that mindset, you'll be a good basketball team. And that goes for coaching as well. If you coach practice, if you lost the last game, then your focus is totally different. And there's nothing wrong with feeling good, but know why we're good. We're good because we're getting better defensively. Today, I think we had a lot of assists. We shared the ball today, and we got a lot of room for improvement. I mean, I'm talking about tons of room for improvement.